and people like that. You know, if you bring Dybala in, Kuzelewski wakes up in the morning and thinks, well, I have to play better than last season, otherwise he's definitely taking my place.
Yeah, Patrick, I mean, like I say, when you think how highly people rate Saka at the moment, and yet Kulu has come in and in 10 less games had a far bigger impact on a season than Saka's had. This guy, he doesn't look like the sort of player, as Jacob's worried there, that, you know, might switch off or something. He doesn't look like that. But what a find. Do you think we got, you know, do you think we realised how good a player we had on our hands when we brought him in?
No, we didn't. And to be honest, I mean, yeah, I had heard of him, but I didn't know much about him. I'm not going to sit here and gas just because he came to us that I knew much about him and, you know, I scouted him and watched him and this and that. I didn't. And, you know, there was mixed, almost like some people were saying that he was good and it's a great signing. Other people were saying that he was, even though he's young, he's washed up, he failed at Juventus, he's not this, he's not that, he's weak-minded mentally and all this rubbish. But he's come in and he's been fantastic. 18 appearances, 5 goals, 8 assists. That's mental. Those, like the goals and assists, the GA in the amount of games he's played, bearing in mind that it's a whole set of new players, new manager, new league, new language, and the guys just hit the ground running. And like Jacob said, he's so strong. Like yesterday, he was just shrugging off players. You can't get the ball off him. Tactically, he's a lot better than he looks. He's a bit dangly, so you don't really... He's very skillful, but he can kind of you can kind of get lost with it because it's not a lot of step overs and silky moves, but he's direct. He goes at you, but he can, you know, he's skillful. He knows when... The great thing about him is that even at this young age, his decision making is spot on. He knows when to release it. He knows when to shoot. He knows, you know, he's already like 1 or 2 steps ahead of what's going on around him because he's not the quickest, but he reads the game well. And I think he's fantastic. Next year, he's only going to get better, but he legitimately gives us, you know, another outlet up top. So you got Son, Kane, and you got Kulusevski. Like yesterday, he had 2 goals. Second goal was excellent, but all day long he was creating problems and causing issues. And to be fair, if it wasn't him looking for Son because he's a good guy and he was trying to help Son get the golden boot, he would have had a hat trick.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So he's just he's a top player, man, and he's already said he loves Spurs. He's really comfortable here. I mean, the fact that we're back in the Champions League now, I can't see him switching off. He doesn't seem the player that... He didn't come with baggage. He just was a player that wanted to play more. So it's not like he's really out there trying to prove a point and he's been written off. He's just a young, hungry player and he's got the skill and he just wants to enjoy himself. Like when he plays, it looks like he's having fun. It's not forced. He's not overdoing it. He's just out there expressing himself. And, you know, I know we missed out on Diaz, but who cares? Like, honestly, who cares? I'm so happy with Kulusevski. I don't care what Diaz is doing. And if
if he keeps these numbers up, then the Diaz is powers into insignificance, doesn't it?
That's it. Because Diaz might look better on the ball, but if we're being real, Kulusevski has had a much better season in the Premier League. You can't judge Kulusevski for the cup competitions we're not in and the Champions League because we're not in there. In the Premier League, and I know Liverpool fans might not want to admit it, Kulusevski has been the better signing easily.
Yeah, but